I'd like to introduce myself. I'm a lieutenant colonel, DiCaprio. You just promoted me on the field, and I'm the chief of the Aeronautica test division in Accademia in the flight test center. I want to start my contribution to this panel just where we left yesterday. I said yesterday that there are three main challenges against the trend of the virtual simulation, virtual testing, virtual prototyping for certification. And these three challenges are constant time of simulation against, as compared to constant time for flight testing. We know that the flight testing is very expensive, is becoming more expensive as we go forward. Nevertheless, the simulation is still very expensive yet. And I think that, as Professor Marudo said, probably the trend should be to keep it simple. And because probably this may become a very effective and efficient tool for especially for the smallest companies, for the smallest center of research. The other point is the validation process that probably should be reinvented in the near future. Actually, as Mr. Invert said yesterday, the validation should create an envelope in which you can use your simulation tool. However, sometimes the validation, that envelope is exactly the same, the envelope that you want to certify. So, and where the requirements tell you to go and provide evidence with flight testing up to now. So, where should I stop with my simulation and with validation process and start the flight testing? Of course, there are many points of view in this that can be shared and exchanged, but I still see this kind of problem. The third problem that I mentioned yesterday is that up to now, no civilian regulation, no military regulation for certification, for airworthiness, had a requirement on how good should your model be. Is 5% good? Is 10% good? We don't know. It's still up to the engineers, the simulation engineers. It's still up to the certification authority to fix and to agree with the certification review items and all the talkings and meetings that you can have in the certification process to fix and to agree what is the goodness of the model that is to be used. So with this in my mind, I'm not telling you that simulation doesn't get you anywhere. As Italian Air Force Flight Test Center, as I mentioned yesterday, we are involved not only from the validation from the certification side for the Italian Air Force and all the armed forces, but we are also involved in modification and development and certification of our modification on the aircraft. Probably with this our law, with this our new law, we discovered that probably up to now, simulation can help you a lot especially in the modification of already certified aircraft. Up to now, we discovered that, of course, engineering is one of the fields where simulation can be very effective, and also for prototyping and for the risking of the design process. The other field where we are going to use the simulation is the FTI, flight test instrumentation design. Because sometimes you spend a lot of time to see where you should put your strain gauge, your accelerometer, your pressure sensor, because you don't know exactly where is the point, what you want to measure, and where is the point that you want to put your sensor. So probably simulation can help a lot in this field. The other field that I already mentioned yesterday is that the simulation can help in flight test planning, because probably we cannot certify something only by simulation, but of course we can certainly certify, make all flight testing more effective, more efficient by helping with the simulation. Test reductions, test matrix reductions are very helped by the simulation. And of course, the last one is flight test de-risking. Flight test is not always so easy. We all know there's plenty of risk, not only from the safety point of view, but also from the management point of view. Flight test is time-consuming, it is expensive, and nobody wants to waste his time by waiting for the flight testing. So what we try to do is to see where we should point, what kind of test points we should choose in a variety of flight envelope to see what is the best test point, the only one, the most critical one. And of course, we expect to use the flight testing for clearance of an initial flight envelope, especially for prototypes. Major area of interest, as we already mentioned yesterday in one of the presentations in the technical sessions, we think that modification, which is one of our major business now, modification is one of the fields where simulation can help. Especially with weapons integration, store integration, new store integration of already certified aircraft, store separation. We recently established a store separation lab in the Italian airports in which simulation, prototyping, and data analysis are combined together. And of course flight simulation, but not only in that field, simulation also for all the data link and interoperability between aircraft and different cooperative and non-cooperative scenarios for data link and communications. So this is my contribution for today. Thank you.